guys, it's Miss Jenkins. I am back with you this week and looking forward to working on another fun project with you. I hope you enjoy working on these desserts, delicious treats this week based on an artist named Wayne Theobald. So have fun and remember to post pictures, and also remember if you don't get to it, that's okay. But if you do, I definitely would love to see what you have to show me. All right, see you guys soon. Bye. All right, my friends, here we go. We are going to make a Chinese dragon today using construction paper. And this is the finished product right here. So let's talk about our materials for what you're going to need. You're going to need a pencil. You're going to need a black marker. You're also going to need a glue stick. And then you're going to need all these colors of paper, okay? You need red, you need green, blue, purple, orange, white, black, yellow. Now, for the black paper, you need 2 pieces, okay? You need 2 pieces of black paper because you need one that you're going to attach the entire project to, and then another smaller piece that you're going to use for the eyes. All right, let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to go through drawing all the pieces that we need to draw on all the papers, and then I'll give you some time to cut them out, and then we'll continue, okay? So the first thing you need to do is grab a yellow piece of paper and just follow me on your yellow piece of paper. Now listen guys, if you for some reason don't have all these different colors of construction paper, it's okay. Just use whatever you have, okay? If you end up only having white paper, then just use white paper, and then you can just color your white paper or paint your white paper to be the colors that I mentioned. But there's no perfect way to do this. I mean, these are just the colors I'm using, but if you need to use different ones, that's fine. Okay, so we've got our yellow paper. It's nice and long, and we're going to start up here, not quite at the very top, but a little bit lower. And we're going to begin by making a curved line here, and then it goes down, so it's kind of like a hill. Then it comes back up and then curves back down again, okay? And then those 2 curves are going to come out on either side like that. And then they're going to come back like little horns, okay? And then you're going to come in a little bit, and basically what we do on one side, we'll do on the other side, okay? We'll come in a little bit, and then we'll come out to sort of make this rounded cheek thing. And then we'll do another one, smaller, and notice how it's going in at a diagonal. And then we'll do another one, and then we're going to do the same thing on this side. So we're going to come in a little bit from that little horn we did, and then we're going to come out with like a bigger curve, and there's the next one, and there's the next one. And again, remember, these are at a diagonal, okay? So they're not straight up and down, they're diagonal. Then down here, we're going to do a curve like that, and the same on this side. And then we're gonna kind of turn it into what looks like a horn again, both sides. And then to finish it, we're gonna come down and make a curve and come back up and curve back down again like 2 little hills. Okay, so this is just like what you did up here, kind of, but this is just a smaller version, okay? So this is going to be the dragon head. So let's put that aside right now. And then we're going to get our red paper, okay? Or whatever color you're using. And we're going to make sort of like the top of the head area. So we're going to come from this side. Now this is the same width as my yellow paper, okay, just to give you an idea of the size. And I'm not going to end up using a whole piece of paper, but it is as wide as the yellow paper, the full sheet of paper. So you're going to curve down and sort of in at a diagonal, and then you'll come around like you're making a smiley face mouth, and you'll come back up, and then you'll curve out a little bit. And then you're going to make some sort of sharp, wavy zigzag lines, okay? So mine are going to go all the way to the middle. I've done about 4 of them, and it comes to the center, and then I do the same thing on this side. All right, so that is shape number 2. Shape number 3, my friends, is green paper. Now notice the size of my green paper compared to the red paper. It's a little bit smaller, okay? And then we're going to do a shape on here as well. Follow with my black marker. We're going to come in. Think about it kind of like a face mask or goggles, okay? So we come down and then back up. And then there's a point on both sides. And then we come down and we curve around like a smiley face mouth, just like we did before. Okay, now for the blue paper, for the nose, the blue paper that I'm using is, it's about as wide as this paper, but really the nose is going to be about the same size as this green thing that you're looking at here. So I'm going to put these out of the way, just so you have reference. So the nose, we're going to draw, like in the middle of your paper, you want to draw a curve like this, kind of think about it like a rainbow. And then you're going to go curve around and bring it here. And then for this one, we're going to do the same thing on this side, curve around and bring it up. And you're going to do something super fun here. You're going to end up first doing this, okay? So it kind of looks like a cloud, but do you see how it's the same size approximately as our green drawing that we did? And then what you're going to do on the inside here, on these 2 points that we have here, we're going to come in and do a swirl. Isn't that fun, boys and girls? I love the swirl. Okay, so we have our nose. Okay, so now I'm going to leave my nose here for point of reference so you can see the size differences. And now I'm going to use purple paper. And the purple paper is going to be for the mouth, the opening of the mouth. And the mouth is about a little bigger than half the size of the nose, okay? So let me draw it for you. So you're going to curve like this. Then down and back up, and then down again, and then out. Kind of looks like the top of a mouth, like the top of a lip. And then we're going to curve down and in a little bit, then back out, and we're going to make our double curve at the bottom there, and then come back here. And do you see, boys and girls, how this shape I just did is just a tiny bit bigger than half the size of the nose? So just to give you an idea of the size. Okay, then my friends, we're going to get orange paper. Now, if you have a full sheet of orange paper, you can fold it in half, and you can see I'm using a scrap here. But if you fold it exactly in half, you'll be able to do two shapes that I'm going to do all at one time. So using this paper, using this shape, you're going to curve all the way down, halfway down that sheet that you just folded, or if you folded it in half, you're basically going down the entire half side, right? And then you're going to go on this side, and you're basically making like a snake type shape that has like 2 pointy sides on each side, okay? So by me folding this paper in half, I've been able to, basically I used half the paper for my orange shape, but when I folded it before I started drawing, it's going to allow me to cut 2 pieces out because I do need 2 pieces of that. All right, then you're going to need white paper, okay? Your white paper is for the eye. Now, if you have something that you can use to trace around to make your 2 circles, that would probably be the best thing you can do. So I'm using a glue bottle here, and I'm going to trace around it, and I want 2 of these. So there's 1, and here is 2. Okay, so now I've got my 2 white eye pieces. Then I'm going to come over here, and I need 2 black pieces. Now I don't want the black pieces to be the same size as the white. I need them to be a little bit smaller. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trace around my glue bottle again twice, and then I'll show you how I'm going to make them smaller so that they fit smaller inside of the white shape. Okay, so there they are. Now I'm going to just go inside of that shape and make like a parallel circle, a circle inside that's a little bit smaller, that is the same exact shape, but it's a little bit smaller. And this will tell me that when I cut this out later, I want to cut the inside line, not the outside line, okay? All right, what do we have left? Okay, and then if you have some extra green paper, like it can be left over from what you cut earlier, we're gonna make these little like teeth things, these horn things. And on the green paper, and if you want like a point of reference, here is our purple mouth shape, okay? So you can see the size differences. And we're gonna just curve around on the paper, making like sort of like a letter C that just extends a little further, okay? And then we're gonna come up and curve back and then bring it back over and make a point, okay? We're gonna do that twice, or you can fold your paper and do it once, and then when you cut it out, it'll be two pieces. All right, so there's that. And then we are going to finally end with making our little white teeth that go inside, okay? So the white teeth are almost the same size as this, a little bit smaller, but they're a little bit more normal horn shapes, okay? Think about a triangle, but one side is curving in and the other side of the triangle is curving out. So now you have your two white teeth. Okay, so now boys and girls, you're gonna cut everything out and you're going to cut on the black line. You wanna cut all of your shapes out. So you're gonna cut everything out, cut on the black line. You can just stack your scraps that are left over on one side of wherever you're working so it doesn't get in the way. So you're gonna cut everything up. And once you're done cutting all of your pieces, you'll play the video again and you should end up with these pieces. A yellow head, a red piece, the green piece that we cut out, the blue nose piece, as well as the purple piece, two orange pieces, two bigger white circles, two smaller black circles, two smaller green curly horn thingies, and two small curved triangular teeth shapes. All right, once you have all of that cut out, you can push all your pieces aside, and then we're going to go through and glue everything onto our black paper to build our Chinese dragon mask. All right, so using a glue stick, you want to make sure you get glue on the entire surface of your paper. So I always like to use glue sticks sort of around, like I frame around it, and then I get all the middle section. Okay, make sure you have a good amount of glue on there. And then you get your black paper and you put this right in the middle of your black paper, all right? And you can kind of push it down like that, but a really good way to make sure it stays is to flip your paper over and to rub the back of that paper to really get that yellow piece of paper glued on nicely. Okay, then you can turn it around, and then we're gonna start building. The first thing you need is your red piece, okay? The red piece is going to go right here. So you'll want to glue the back of it. And since it's symmetrical, meaning it's the same on both sides of the shape, there's not really a back to it or a front to it. It's either one is fine. And then we're gonna take our red shape and we're gonna put it up here. And I want you to pay attention to how I place it, because you really want those spikes, part of the spikes, to actually come off of the yellow, okay? Just like that. The next piece that we're gonna do is the green piece. So I'm gonna treat this side as my back, since this side has some marks on it that I don't want showing. I'm gonna put glue on the entire shape, not just one section, but the whole section. And then I'm going to take that green and I'm going to lay it right on top of my red so that it is sort of perfectly in the center, okay? And then I'm going to flatten it with my hand. Then I'm going to take my 2 white circles and I'm going to add some glue to this one and some glue to this one as well. And once I am satisfied with my gluing, I'm going to put 1 circle right here to where it comes down below the green by just a tiny bit with a small section that is separating the 2 eyes, okay? And then you can just flip it over and make sure everything is sticking nicely. Flip it back over, and then you can add your 2 black circles. Okay, so black, black, black. And I'm going to put the black circle right in the middle of that white. And I'm going to do that on both pieces, right in the middle of the white. Okay, and then I'm going to add my nose. Now, the nose, my friends, is remember how we drew the swirly thing on the nose? So what we're going to do is you have to make sure that your back, like where you put the glue, that's the part that has to be showing. And so the back is the part that doesn't have your cool swirly line that you did. So you put your glue on the back, and then you bring the nose over here, and the nose is touching, it is touching the eye, okay? And that middle part of the nose is right in the middle between those 2 eyes. And you can see that the little tiny piece of that nose is touching the bottom edge of the eye. Okay, so we've got that. Then, my friends, we are going to glue our 2 dragon, I don't know what you call these, but I'm just going to call them mustache pieces, even though they're not mustaches. And this is not totally glued down perfectly yet, so you can kind of flip it up a little bit and glue it down like that to where part of it is actually sticking off the page. This actually creates a little bit of interest. And then remember that when you glue this other piece, you want to make sure you don't glue on the wrong side. Okay, you want it to show like this, right, where it's coming out, just like on that side. So make sure you flip it correctly to the right place, and then you can add your glue to it. And then you can lift the nose just a little bit because it's still not totally dry. And then you can place your orange shape there. And again, I'm pressing down to ensure that it's staying. After that, my friends, we're going to take our purple mouth shape and we are going to put the glue on it. And this is the same on both sides, so it doesn't matter which side you glue down. And I'm going to place my mouthpiece right there, perfectly centered in that yellow area. Okay, once I have that, I'm then going to take my 2 green pieces and I'm going to glue them down like this, okay? They're going to be coming right from the purple and coming out and curling in towards the mouth. So again, right on that green, make sure you're putting the glue on the correct side. And we're going to tuck it just a little bit in the purple and make sure it is symmetrical, that it is the same on both sides. So the green is the same on both sides. And then the last thing we're going to do is add our teeth. Now you can have your teeth coming in like that, or you can have them coming outwards. I'm going to put mine outwards. So I'm going to put some glue on this tooth, and I'm going to put it right here at the very top edge of my mouth. And then I'm going to do the same on this side, making sure that I put them in the same place opposite each other. And voila, we have our awesome Chinese dragon. I hope you had fun doing this. I can't wait to see what you create. I'm excited to see how creative you get, and I'm really excited to see how you change this and how you make it your own. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.